guys, I'm back with Christine.
Hey.
It was a cold, foggy evening when I contacted a close friend of mine to stay at my place for the night.
October
Both of us
12th,
were only 10 years
1983.
old at the time, and my parents were often at work until midnight, so I was usually alone with nothing to do except
He
watching
looks like
a television
Simon from
show
the
or
Chipmunks.
reading a
He does.
book. My friend Alex had agreed to come over and brought a game of
He looks like
Monopoly to
Simon.
pass some of the time. I also asked if he was interested in
left
going
the
to
door
explore an
open,
abandoned
cliche.
subway station 3 miles away. He seemed
Cliche.
excited at
Monopoly.
first, so we planned to go on the trip in the morning. I remembered that the subway dated back to the mid-1920s and became abandoned in
A rat.
1932 after the market crash in 1929. I was very fascinated about its history, but never got the chance to go inside after my parents had
dark.
warned me not to enter. As I
E.T.
quietly slept in my bed, I heard what sounded like a gunshot coming from the forest behind the
gunshot?
house. Both of us woke up,
He used to sleep on the
frightened after
floor.
what we had heard, and I told my friend not to worry, as hunters tend to go into the forest on frequent occasions, but when I checked the time, it was 11:39 p.m. This
Too
seemed
dark for
very
that.
unusual, as hunters only came into the forest between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m.
An hour and 30
I
minutes.
looked at Alex and decided to get out of my bed, intending to look through the window and spot for anyone in the forest. The darkness clouded my vision, so I was unable to see anyone in the
This kid
forest.
looks
I
like
don't see anything, do you?
I turned
No.
around and
This
looked
kid
at
looks like
Alex
a
again,
Simon.
when suddenly I heard the front door squeak open. Chills went down my spine. Both of us quietly moved to the bathroom, locked the door, and kept the light off. It was the only safe place in the house. Both of us were terrified as we desperately tried to keep as calm as we could. We heard footsteps getting louder and louder until they stopped in front of the bathroom door.
Look under.
And then this is when the most terrifying sound forced my heart to almost burst. Both of us
he's
screamed
chopping.
as the person chopped the door to pieces. It was pitch black inside the room, making it hard to find the vent, and by the time I spotted the vent, the person behind the door had made a
When he's
hole
a
big
mouse.
enough for us to see him.
He's a mess.
The man adorned black leather and was wearing a plague doctor mask. I scurried back to the vent, but it was too high above the floor for us
Not
to
cool.
reach it, so Alex told me to go first because he was the strongest. He lifted me up on his shoulders, allowing me to open the vent and crawl inside. When I looked at the door again, the man had managed to fit his arm through the hole and reached for the lock. I quickly grabbed Alex's hand, but struggled to pull him up into the vent. Alex! I shouted and began going after him. I pursued the figure until I was led to the abandoned subway deep within the forest.
Wait, didn't he say it was
chilly and
3
foggy,
miles?
Meaning that I could only see
He ran for
objects within a
3
range of 5 or
miles.
6 yards.
I did a cross country run and it was
Inside
2
the
miles
subway
and
was a
like
pool of
almost
freezing
3
cold
miles. So
water.
that's a
It was so
cross
dark
country
that I
run
couldn't
all
see
over again.
anything. I had to rely on listening to
running
the
too
screams
far.
from Alex and
God.
track the source. As I slowly walked through the subway, I was now struggling to breathe under the intense stress and fear of the situation. I called, but there was no response.
Rats.
I
Oh, no.
continued walking through the water until the exit was no longer visible.
Oh no.
I was now experiencing a massive panic attack. I had lost track of Alex, and I had no idea where I was or how to get out. Where are you, Alex?
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Wait. On October 19th, that is 7 days. Wait, 12 days.
October 19th, 1983. Alex was confirmed dead after he was found inside the ticket office.
Hanging from the ceiling. What? What? Wait, no way.
His closest friend remains missing.
Then who told the story? Then who told the story?
Exactly.
This is not true. It's a bunch of bogus.
Bogus.